All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us today. Who do we have out there? First and foremost, let's have a good welcome to our new subscriber, Ismail Allah. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Let's get some 07s out there in chat. Proper hand salute to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription and welcome aboard. Is OBS even working today? Yes, it is. OBS is working. Oh, shouts. Let's get some shouts out of the way. Guitar Guy 80, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Everybody, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know what to do. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check him out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Blind Frog, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Gamble, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Streamlabs, no cheating today, pal. I got my eyes on you. Katana says, I hear creators are going to get strikes if they react to the Netflix trailer for 6. So the deal with that, pardon me for a sec. Okay, so the deal with that is that if any content creators do a reaction video or some sort of a trailer release video simultaneously during the first 6 hours of this GTA 6 deep dive on Netflix, they will get a DCMA strike. It'll be either a copyright strike or some sort of a DCMA strike, but their channel will get struck. However, if it's after the first 6 hours, so in other words, once it shows up on YouTube, because Rockstar Games will release it on their YouTube channel. Content creators can react or do reaction videos or trailer reveals or whatever the case may be, or breakdown videos after the Netflix reveal. Once it's finished on Netflix after that first 6 hours, and after Rockstar Games releases it on their YouTube page, then players or YouTubers and some content creators, I should say, they can react to it. But they have to do it after it releases on Netflix. And you have to wait 6 hours. So that's the deal with it. It's still kind of ridiculous. Walter, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Stuart Laker, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Ozzy Bob, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Moses, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I think we're caught up. We are ready. Let's do this. And Flying Blue Box, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? Okay, let's do this. All right, folks, it's back to the ugly AF Sentinel ship hunt today. 11 Smile, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Doc Intel, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's do this. Let's transition. All right. So if you guys haven't done so, please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Katana says time for the bird. No, it ain't. First rule of the bird is we don't talk about the bird. Second rule of the bird is we still don't talk about the bird. Now the funny thing, what's funny is that we actually took the bird glyph and punched in 12 bird glyphs to see where it would take us. And apparently it took us to the birdie system, which I thought was freaking hilarious. So, if you guys could do me a huge favor, like I said, hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, for anyone out there who's new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description. Very important. Zero tolerance is in full effect today. I'm going to leave the disclaimer at that. Let's start this party, shall we? All right, put that music in the background. We are running a bit behind schedule. Had some IRL stuff that I had to get done. Okay, but we are ready. We are transitioned. Audio is working. Let's do this. First order of business. Yeah, Stuart Laker with the bird. First rule of the bird is we don't talk about the bird. Second rule of the bird is we still don't talk about the bird. We'll never talk about the bird. Let's get in here and do this. Ozzy Bob, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, I just keep feeling GTA 6 is going to be a huge burn for all it takes a chance to play. It'll drain your wallet. GTA 6 single player, I think will be okay. GTA 6 online is going to be massive. It's going to be a massive money sink. Rockstar Games is going to hyper monetize the crap out of GTA 6. GTA 6 Online, that is. Walter says, when I clicked on this, an ad with a trailer for the new Moblands came on. New show Moblands. Oh, new show Moblands. Never heard of it. Interesting. Yeah, Ozzy Bob. Hashtag no bird. Deborah, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? That's what she said. Yeah, they're going to, yeah, Deborah, good to see you, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive will hyper monetize the crap out of GTA 6. Okay, so first order of business. Let's do some base tours. I did make a couple of minor changes to my old base, or to the Williams Rest, that is, which is my base, which is dedicated to William Dupree. So let's go to bases. And another reason I'm doing this is to make a point. There we go, Williams Haven. So, Katana says they're going to hide Lucia's outfits that are sus behind the paywall watch. Oh, they're already doing it. Listen, they've already done that. Remember, there are two different versions of GTA 6 single player releasing. You've got the standard edition for $80, and you've got the ultimate edition for $100. The ultimate edition is actually the full game. So Rockstar Games is actually locking outfits and cars and literally portions of the storied content behind a $100 paywall. Technically, it's a $20 paywall, because if you buy the regular edition, you can pay $20 to upgrade to the Ultimate Edition. But my point is that they're locking portions of that behind a paywall. So they've already done it. They've already done it. It is a shame. It is an absolute shame. Okay. That big cockroach is back again. Bro, would you get out of here? Okay, so I made some changes, some minor changes to my base here. The exterior still pretty much looks the same. The exterior is still pretty much the same. I increased the size of the actual fishing dock. So the fishing dock is bigger. We finally got the flaming barrels for lighting outside and inside. To the extent possible, you can only have 10 of those per base, which is strangely enough. Didn't do too much else on the exterior. You got the open bar up here on the second floor. What I did was fix the first floor, because the first floor was an absolute mess. Didn't do too much down here. Basically, the last time you guys saw this base, there was a huge hole. There was this huge hole right here in the center, and that's because the ceiling on the first floor is way too low. So yeah, it's really low. So I can't put some of the other amenities that I wanted to add here on the first floor. For example, the trade terminal, I wanted to add that, but there's no room for it. And if I add it, it'll literally clip through the floor. So if it could be, let's see here. If I do this, if we go to trade terminal, if I can find it. Yeah, Galactic Trade Terminal. I mean, we can put it here, but as you can see, because the ceiling is too low, it literally clips through the ceiling. So yeah, that's a thing. But what I did was redesign the first floor a little bit, put a couple of tables and chairs in here to make it look a little more useful. I'll come back and add a few more banners, and we'll get the we'll get the Geck salesman back here soon too. So that's the thing. And of course, you guys have already seen the second floor. And Walter says because back up. Pen Lapidari, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Walter says, I don't know if it's true, but I saw a YouTube video earlier that said August 23rd through the 30th. They want people to do a PlayStation 5 blackout and turn systems off. That is correct. That's absolutely correct. What's happening is that anyone on the PlayStation platform is being urged to boycott PlayStation for 1 week. But a 1 week boycott of PlayStation is not going to work. So what has to happen is that people need to check out of the PlayStation platform completely for Sony to get the idea. But no, you are absolutely correct. That is a thing. So Stuart says, fantastic. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is not my best work, but it looks okay. Katana says, okay, he's talking to him. Okay, got it. Walt says in Sony, close to a popular gaming company called Bluepoint Japan Studio. Sony is, well, PlayStation's like one of the biggest consoles here in Japan. I've heard of Bluepoint Studio, by the way. So Deborah says, yes, you have a triple S Gek barista. But yeah, nothing else going on up here. We got the Gek standing back there behind the counter. Yeah, not really much else going on over here. So, let's do some base tours. Before we get back on the ugly ship hunt. Yeah, I want to see what you guys have done out there. Yeah, Stuart says it's still better than a shed. It is better than a shed. It's better than that shoebox. Definitely better than my shoebox. Look at this ginormous cockroach over there. Bro, would you get out of here? Quit trolling my base, man. Get out of here. So Penn says, I just landed in the 30th galaxy tonight. Nice. Now, the reason we're here today, we're going to start here, and what we're doing, for anybody out there who's watching, you don't have to be a member of my community. If you're simply watching and you want to come to this planet and build something, you know, in memory of William Dupree, you're more than happy to do so. So Ozzy Bob, oh, not Ozzy Bob, I'm sorry. Guitar Guy 80 says, along with my fishing outpost, I have a SG-1 Jack's Cottage if you want to see it. I'd like to see that. So Stuart says he's like your pet mountain lion. Yep, pretty much. That's pretty close. Pretty accurate. But at least the giant cockroach doesn't get butt hurt. Now, for anybody out there who's watching, if you don't have to be part of the community like I mentioned. This entire star system is named in dedication of William Dupree, who passed away a few months ago. He was a dedicated member of not only my No Man's Sky community, but of other No Man's Sky communities as well. Dino King, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So what we've done is basically found this paradise planet. I found this planet that anybody out there watching can build on if they want. And the glyphs to this star system and this planet are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So there are no restrictions on building. We simply ask that you follow the rules here and be tasteful and respectful with your build. Okay? So apparently, unlike other content creators that say you can build on their world, but suddenly change their rules, no, there are no restrictions here. Everybody is welcomed to come here. Everybody can build on this planet if they want. End of discussion, full stop. If you want to build something here, you can build here if you want to. That is entirely up to you. I just want to put that out there so that there's no misunderstanding. So 11 Smile says, still tinkering with my base, but it's ready for visitors. And thank you for joining us. It's good to see you, by the way. Okay, so first order of business, let's go to Williams Sunset Lagoon. Buckle up, let's go. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. So yeah, I just wanted to take a second to put that out there. This Paradise Planet is for everybody. For anyone who wants to come and build something here, you can most certainly do that. Yeah, Walter, exactly. Rest in peace, William Dupree. He was an honored member of our community. All right, we are here. Mr. Brote, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. Anybody who wants to build here, they can totally build here. Now, what I like about this base, and this is Penn Lapidary's base, what I like about this base is the open, just like all the windows. I like the openness of this base. It's got that summer cottage, that summer kind of a fall winter cottage thing going. It looks like a ski resort. Yeah, this looks like a ski resort. Yeah, very well done, man. I like this. I like all the windows. That's well done. I like the Alpha Vector ice sculpture. That's pretty cool. Alpha Vector ice sculpture. But yeah, like I said, anyone who wants to come to this planet and build, you're most welcome to do so. There are no restrictions here. Yeah, we don't do the No Man's Sky drama thing here. None of that nonsense here. If you want to build here, you can build here. All right, where did I park my ship? There it is. Yeah, I can see there are a ton of bases here, man. You guys have been hard at work. You guys have been hard at work. That's what I'm talking about. So this is no name. Oh, there we go. There's SG1 right there. Okay, got it. Let's go check. Hold it. Let's mark it if we can. Let's go check that one out. Yeah, we'll get on the ugly Sentinel ship hunt in just a minute. What we're doing is touring some of your bases. And like I said, this is a paradise planet dedicated to William Dupree. And anyone can come here and build. Controller, that's BS. Controller batteries are low. I just charged this stupid controller. That's some BS right there. Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. That's some BS. All right. Shut up, game. I just charged that controller. That's BS right there. All right, let's go take a look at SG1. You know what we should do? We should actually build like a Cheyenne Mountain complex. We should totally do that. We should totally build a Cheyenne Mountain complex next to a portal. Yeah, we need to find a portal and build like the Cheyenne Mountain complex to SG1. So this is stone. This is very nice. Nice. Like what you did here. I can see you got a cockroach problem over here too, by the way. I can see you got a cockroach problem right there. So Walter says it's kind of like a GTA 5 mansion. It is. It looked really nice. And you can actually build a GTA 5 style mansion here if you want. I don't have that kind of building expertise. I'll leave that to the professionals. Ozzy Bob says, remember, if players build multiple bases on one planet, only the first base will show up, I think. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think that's correct. All right, looks like somebody forgot to pay their gas bill. Somebody forgot to pay their light bill. What do we? Oh, first, what's over here? What do we got over? Oh, okay. Here's the power supply. The 11.5 gigawatts. 11.5 gigawatts of power right there. Katanga 80 says, I've built a Cheyenne Mountain complex. That's funny. Deborah says, I know I stated one base, but only, but I didn't know which base actually showed up. I guess it's the first base that you built, or either the first or the latest one. Because I build ugly bases, I'm only going to build one here. I'll leave the rest up to you guys. So this is nice. This is nice. He's got the nice vaulted ceiling. Very nice here. Very nice. He's got the fireplace going. That's what my base is missing. It's missing a fireplace. So where is this fireplace? Where is that fireplace? I got to find that one. we need a fireplace. I see you got the nice couches going right there. Yeah, see, I suck at building. That's why I don't build very much. Like what you did here. This is nice. Very nice. Got the air conditioning going up there. The fan on the wall. Very nice. Okay, here's somebody's kitchen. Very nice. Yeah, Stuart Laker says you got to put some money in the meter to get electricity. Yeah, somebody forgot to pay their light bill. Very nice. I like this. Very nice. Yeah, I don't do a lot of building. I leave that stuff to you guys. So, Guitar Guy says the fireplace is a Quicksilver item. Is it? Okay. Same section as the couch. Gotcha. Thank you. So it's a standard Quicksilver piece? Okay. William Koza, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Very nice. I like this, man. This is very well done. Okay, this is a nice bedroom. Nice bedroom with the general's office here. Nice bedroom with the general's office. Yeah, this is a magnificent building. Magnificent building. I don't build a whole lot, so I'm going to save myself the embarrassment. Let's go to the next base. If I can find the exit. Where's the door? Let me out of here. We'll just walk through the kitchen. Yeah, we'll just walk through the kitchen. Now, this right here is nice. This right here is very nice. I like this. That's very nice right there. That's a nice touch. Okay, so where did I park my ship? As we go for a swim. Mr. Brote says, I like building the outside. What's that? You're an interior designer? Okay, that's awesome. Nice. Okay, where is my ship? It's over there. Okay. Says try reloading, power should restore. Yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug. It's no problem. Once we begin the ugly ship hunt, we'll do that, which we'll start here in a few minutes. We're just taking a second to look at some of your builds. So there's Williams Point Sky Lodge. I think that's Cellcrafts. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. Exactly. Excellent use of terrain. And everybody out there, buckle up, let's go is also a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know how we do things here. Everybody, please go to his YouTube channel, check him out, so show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Always support the Odd Fam. "33 seconds, that's what she said. Oh, buckle up, let's go, you bet, man. Again, if I miss somebody out there, it's never ever being done on purpose. I'll get caught up in the game sometimes and forget. Just sound off again for me and we'll get caught up as quickly as possible. Yeah, for anyone who was here for yesterday's live stream, we found some really good ships yesterday. We found some really, really good ships. We found 3 ships yesterday that were 3+. They were 3+1 supercharged slots. Yeah, we found 3 ships yesterday that had 3+1 supercharged slots. So we found 3 really ugly ships and 3 really good ships. so that's how well it went. That's how well it went. We did find that one orange Sentinel fighter with the dragonfly wings and the tank treads. That one is still pretty nice. R3+1. Okay, so whose base is this? Oh, that's absolutely terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying right there. That is terrifying. So we got 2 gun lockers over here. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there's the base computer. Let's see whose base this is, if we can access it. Okay, so this is Black Puggy. Okay, nice. Very nice. Very well done. Very nice. Yeah, but that floor, that is absolutely terrifying. Wow. I don't think I want to sit in that chair. Mary, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. Yeah, we were worried about you. We were talking about you yesterday. We were really worried. We're good to see you. How are you? So Mac Mops, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So that's your base, huh? This is your base? Okay. Well done, man. I like this base. This floor is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. You'll see it coming when it happens. You'll literally see it coming when it happens. That is terrifying, but excellent job, man. Well done. And you guys wonder why I don't do a lot of building? This is why. Okay, let's go. Let me out of here. Where's the door? All right, that's better. So Mac Mop says I suck at buildings. You can build a lot better than I can. You can definitely build better than me. And again, Mary, good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We were genuinely concerned about you yesterday. So we've been to Sunset Lagoon, Friendship League, William Dupree's Memorial. Let's go check that one out. So Penn says, I love the glass floors at great heights. They look really cool. They look really cool, but they're absolutely freaking terrifying. I'm serious. Just don't look down. Just don't look down. Just don't do it. So Ozzy Bob says, yes. So always keep your building above the terrain in a system with lots of players, lots of other players. Although you may dig it out and flatten, the terrain will regenerate when another player enters the system. That is true. That's absolutely true. Not only that, but whenever there's a major title update, the actual terrain will regenerate. Especially with a major title update, because I've actually seen that happen. So Mary says, husband and I took a few days for ourselves. Hard to believe it's been 4 months. Yeah, it is hard to believe that it's been 4 months. It is. It is. And that's one of the main reasons why I appreciate you so much for sticking with us and visiting the channel and being part of the Odd Fam, because you're helping to keep William's memory alive. Wow, check this place out. Okay, and before I fall off, man, you guys, look at this place. You guys, okay, so this is, so Mama the A's kicker, gotcha. Well done. You guys are ridiculous builders. You guys are some ridiculous builders. So this is Heather's base. This is, wow. Hold on, let's get a look at this. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing. I love the isometric grouping of the blocks on this one. This was very well done. You see why I don't build? This is why I don't build. Sinister RC, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Very nice. Very nice. Wow, you guys are amazing. Yeah, I think I'll just keep my little base over there in the corner hidden. I'll keep that hidden. You guys don't need to see that one. You guys don't need to see that one. Yeah, this base is amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's get on with the ship hunt. I like what you did here. I like the little miniature storage. I like the mini storages. I like those. That's pretty cool. That's this is really well done, man. You guys are amazing. That's like the smallest portal I've ever seen in my entire life. You know, everything looks so cute when it's miniature, right? Yeah, we gotta reload to use the teleporter. So what we're gonna do now, let's get back on the ugly AF Sentinel ship hunt. Yeah, your base builds are amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming to this planet and building. Like I said, that planet right there is for everyone. Whether you're part of my community or not, it doesn't matter. We're building on that paradise planet in memory of William Dupree. So Stuart Licker says that's what she said. I hope that's what she said. But yeah, anybody can build. Anybody can build here. There's no restrictions. Just make sure you're following the rules, and that you know, your build is tasteful and respectful. That's it. That's all we ask. There are no restrictions. And again, if you're watching and you want to come to this planet, the glyphs to this paradise planet are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Yes, Walter, these guys know how to build. They know how to build, seriously. My little shoebox over there in the corner has nothing on any of this. So if you guys want to come to this planet and build, glyphs are on the lower left-hand corner of the, of the screen. So anybody can come build here. No restrictions. Yeah, Mary, same here. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for building here, man. Okay, is the power back on? Did they turn the lights on? Yeah, exactly. It's symmetrically isometric. This is a well-done base. I could never build like this. I know it's not difficult, but I just don't have the sense of aesthetic. Okay, let's take the world's smallest teleporter, which I find to be absolutely freaking hilarious. All right, we're going back to the Kikol Galar Galaxy. All right, let's do this. Yeah, excellent builds, everybody. You guys are amazing. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't want anybody going back to my base ever again. You guys can't go look at my base. It's a mess. It is an absolute mess. Okay, we're here. Do we have anything that we need to sell? Not really. Yeah, we got 10 inverted mirrors. Let me drop some stuff off. Excuse me, sir. Coming through, coming through. What was this? These are freighter upgrades. Freighter upgrades and other junk. And a lot of junk, I might add. Oh, hold on. So we can put some of those there. Don't ask me why I've got 12 Korvax casings in there. That just happened. We got some Iron Vulture parts. Phase beam, phase beam. Tainted metal. Don't I have tainted metal someplace else? Yeah, I got too much crap. I got like 30 freaking brains in there. What is that all about? Yeah, Doc Intel. These guys knocked it out of the park. You guys are amazing. You're absolutely amazing. And again, that's one of the reasons why I don't do a great deal of building in No Man's Sky, because I genuinely suck at it. Oh, that's where they are. Put those here. Oh, those are harmonic camp charts. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that one's full. So what's in number 4? What's in number 4? Oh, we got a bunch of food in number 4. Food and some other stuff. Never mind. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go do this. Yeah, hoarding is a really big problem in No Man's Sky. Okay, so when we last left off, we found it wasn't an ugly Sentinel ship. We can go take a look at it as a reminder. It wasn't an ugly ship, but not really anything I think worth hunting. So let's go to the next system. Yeah, unfortunately, this was a 3-star Gex system, but the ship here is not that good. So in terms of appearance, it's not a bad-looking ship, but not something that I would necessarily hunt for. You know what? Screw it. Let's go take a look at it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. We can go take a look at it. We can go take a really quick look. Ozzy Bob says, oh, you shall have 5 storage. Yeah, another 5 storages to get more junk. To hoard more stuff. That's why I didn't install them yet. That's why they're not installed yet. Because I would just put a whole bunch more junk in them. We don't need to do that. We don't need that. Just no. So Walter says, we will build his base in our hearts. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like I mentioned, we don't do the No Man's Sky drama here. Apparently that was a thing. I'm just saying that here for my community, whether you're part of my community or not, and you want to build here, not here, but build in that system for William Dupree, then you're more than welcome to do so. Just make sure you're following the channel rules and your build is respectful and tasteful, and you're good to go. And you guys got some killer builds out there too. Yeah, I thought, speaking of Discord, I thought about reactivating my Discord account, but again, I decided against it. And I know Discord is a good way for the community to communicate with each other, but my problem with Discord is, all the drama that takes place as a result of it. You got to have some really good mods and admins for your Discord server to work. So that's another reason why I'm just kind of opting out of it for the time being. Are we there yet? Neo Hurricane, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Neo Hurricane, appreciate you stopping by to say hello. Thanks so much for joining us today. Okay, so this was the ship we found yesterday. Again, this is a 3-star system, but oh, check that out. Okay. We got an archaeologist. No. This is that's a scrap depot. Yeah, that's a scrap depot. Okay, this is a junk depot. I forgot that's in the game. I forgot that's actually here. So Doc Intel says, you're a wonderful person. I left that channel due to disagreements, but I see it remains the same. Oh, well, Doc Intel, I appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you. Like I said, everybody is welcome here, man, as long as people are willing to abide by the rules and, we're good to go. Is that what I think it is? So hold on a minute. How can anybody be this lucky? We just found curious deposits. Hold on. What? Chat, we just beat the game. We just beat the... What? We just found some random curious deposits. How many do we have here? How many do we have? Hold on. How many do we have? This is funny, man. This is hilarious. Okay, it's not that big, but it's like, well, hold on. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 here. That's not bad. Yeah, because that's 2 of them. That's 2. 3, 4. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You have got to be kidding me. That's called some pretty good luck. Now, you know what would make this perfect? If this ship were an S-Class. It's an A-Class. It's an A-Class. It's an A-Class. So what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Toxic protection.
So this is this is an A-Class medium Sentinel fighter. Yeah, almost an S-Class. It is orange. It doesn't look bad. It's not a bad looking ship. A-Class medium Sentinel fighter, medium wings with wingtip stabilizers, single-bladed wings, dorsal and ventral tie stabilizers. And the stabilizers have stabilizers. So that's actually pretty cool. It is orange. Yeah, Doc Intel, I think we need to play the Powerball. I think we should probably go play the Powerball. Okay, let's set up a base over here. At the Curious Deposits. Oh, let's see if I can find my base computer. Here we go. Yeah, wasn't expecting to see that. So Mary, Mary says, "Bird, don't start. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." Because you guys know it's not about the bird. It's about the face. The face is the place. Okay. Oh, here we go. If we can stay focused. Pretty decent find. So if you guys want that ship, hold on a second. Not sure what it is, but we can get it up to the space station and check it out. Yeah, I can't believe we just walked upon an A-Class Sentinel ship with Curious Deposits next to it. Neil Hurricane says it's orange, though. It is orange. Ozzy Bob says the rhyme is the crime. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. It has to be a glyph. It has to be a glyph. It has to be a glyph. So the dino is the wino. Okay, how about that? The dino is the wino. The dino. The dino is the wino. Okay. The dino is the wino. There you go. Yeah, it has to be a glyph. Okay, let's set this up. Let's do this. Because we're getting off track here, thanks to you guys. Let's go with... I guess we can do Reclaimed. Yeah, Deborah says it's all about that base, about the base and no oh my gosh. Go. Okay. And let's see. I guess we can do some of that. Let's put some of this down. So that we can actually see what's there. Oh, actually, no, actually, hold it. Hold it. Let's fix that. Okay, we want to put those in the center, but we want to go around. There we go. Yeah, this is ridiculous. And what I'm doing is basically building a small base just to cover up the curious deposits. Okay, now we can put glass in the middle. Okay. And I guess that's good enough. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Because the ship is right there. Okay, so that's where we want to face. We want to face in that direction. That's fine. Yeah, exactly. Needs a door. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. Yeah, I don't want to spend all day building because that takes away from what we're trying to do here. So. Dope. That ain't gonna work. Hold on a second. That ain't gonna work. All right. Let's try that again. Yeah, I'll make it look purty later on. It just needs to be big enough for me to set up a teleporter. And that's it. It ain't got to be spectacular. Okay, let's get some power. Let's get some power going. All right, so we'll put that in the corner. And there we go. Let's do some glass panels. Perfect. To let the sunlight in. What the crap? Yeah, there's like a phantom glass panel right there. Hold on. And this is why I don't do a lot of building in No Man's Sky. Can be a little problematic. Okay. Okay, that's that. Get a couple of these. One of those. And a bat trap. All right, let's wire that mofo up. Let's do this. Oops. Let's try that again. Hold it. There we go. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect. Okay. So 11 Smile says, I can spend hours searching for that elusive larger pile of mold. The biggest pile of curiosities that I've ever found was 26. I've actually found 26 in one pile. And that's at a base in El Cupolos, I think, in the El Cupolos galaxy.
Technology recharge.
There we go. We got some power. Noise. Okay, let's give it a...
Stabilizing.
We need one of these. There we go. Save point. All right. It doesn't matter where we put it. Okay, we got a new save point, so let's go check this out. Let's scope out this ship. Okay. Look at this. We got 10 more inverted mirrors. 10 more inverted mirrors. We'll never need inverted mirrors ever again, I swear. All right, let's get this thing up to the station and check it out. This I got to see. So Guitar Guy 80 says, I have curious deposits with 20 plus balls. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80, I think you were here with us that day, about a year ago now. Maybe not a year ago, but it was a long time ago, where during stream, we actually found a curious deposit patch with 26 balls. 26 curious deposits. Okay, so we want the glass, brain, pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Well, it's got a scatter blaster. It's got a scatter blaster. They're probably spread out, and they're more than likely here. So this one is probably a 2 plus 1 and 1. Let's compare and claim. Let's get it up to the station. Yeah, Mary, that's right. He made a base on that planet. He did. He found another huge patch. He found like 4 separate patches of curious deposits on that same planet. So that planet is literally packed with curious deposits. Okay, so we want to go to space station. Current system. Let's go. This one is probably a 2 plus 1 and 1, but we're not here for the ship. We just want to see what this thing's got going on. Not a bad looking ship, by the way. It's just orange. Yeah, I was not expecting to find a patch of 10 or 11 curious deposits. So yes, please. That's easy freaking nanites. So Guitar Guy says, I went there not to feel left out. Okay, hey, Neil Hurricane, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless you. Thanks for saying hello. We'll see you next time. Okay, so what do we got? Yeah, it's on a planet in El Cupolos, I believe. All right, upgrade. Let's see what we got here. What is this A-class starship all about? Yep. This one is probably a 2 plus 1. Upgrade class. Here we go. Yep, 2 plus 1 and 1. 2 plus 1 and 1. Which is not bad, but nothing really spectacular. It's okay. That base is not for the ship. It's for the curious deposits. All right. So now we know it's there. Let's mark it accordingly. Reload. Perfect. Let's get this one marked and we'll head to the next system. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for stopping in today. We're on the ugly AF Sentinel ship hunt. That ship right there is not too bad. It is orange. But it's not a bad looking Sentinel ship for a medium fighter. Not bad at all.
Inventory full.
Controller disconnected. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'll make this base look pretty and everything else later on. We're not going to worry about that today. Let's, first of all, where's my freaking base computer? Here it is. We're going to name this one 11 Curious Deposits. Yep, 11 Curious Deposits. Boom. And let's get a new screenshot. Let's see if we can get a picture of the Sentinel ship, too. That's a terrible screenshot. That is a terrible screenshot. That screenshot is horrible. Steve Old School, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, that's better. Upload. Okay, next. Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of that stupid wall. Hold on. Get rid of that. Thank you. And let's fix that. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. We can leave. We can leave now. So that's the ship for this system. Not a bad looking ship, but nothing really spectacular. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I see you guys out there talking about opal. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Australia and actually not mine per se, but hunt for opal. Always wanted to do that. And I guess my question for anyone who lives in Australia and anyone that knows anything about the opal market down there, how much is opal worth in Australia? How much is it actually worth? Is it really valuable? Just out of curiosity. I just want to know. Because I've always wanted to go there. So Mary says opal was William's birthstone. Was it? Okay. Okay, we are heading toward nowhere because we've got no fuel. Hold on. We're out of gas. We need some gas. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody forgot to pay the gas bill. There it is. Give me that.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get around to using the actual supercharged slots on this freighter one day. I just haven't done it yet. Don't judge me. Penn says I'm not a fan of Lightning Ridge, Ozzy. Boulder Opal is my bread and butter. Makes me a decent profit. Ah, okay. Interesting. Guitar 80 says amethyst is my birthstone. That's the reason I like purple. Ah, okay. So Ozzy Bob says it's worth a crap load. Really? Is it? Depends on how big, what color it is. Ah, okay. Interesting. I might have to take a trip to Australia. My wife will tell me no, though. She'll say no. She'll say no. All right, so what do we got around here? Anything good? There's a pirate dissonance system like right next door. It's like right next door to where we are, man. We got to check this out. So it depends on how big it is. Okay. So it's just like amethyst is in the States, because amethyst is really, it depends. It depends. You have certain mines in the States that where people hunt for amethyst, and they be pulling some huge crystals. They pull some massive crystals that are worth a lot of freaking money. Okay, we are here. So Mary says black opal is beautiful. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm not really into all that stuff, but what I'm into is money. We're into money. So if it's worth some money, we might have to check it out. Okay, so what do we got? This is a pirate system, so let's see if we can get lucky. Parched, radioactive, acidic. Okay, let's mark it. It's got 10 fauna. Swarm debris, a fungal mold, salvageable scrap. That's not too bad. What else do we have? This is bountiful. Ooh, bountiful. Radioactive and low atmosphere. Boo. All right, let's go to the space station. Ozzy Bob says it is a dangerous occupation. Just walking is a hazard, as there are many holes in the ground. People fall down them, and there's no one around to see or hear you. Here's the deal: you're not supposed to be out there mining by yourself anyway. Yeah, you're not supposed to be mining by yourself anyways. It's a lot like going swimming by yourself. You don't go swimming by yourself either. That's why there's always a lifeguard out there. Yeah, never, ever, ever do any kind of occupation like that by yourself. I know some people don't care, but again, if I'm out there, you better believe I'm going to be out there with a team of people. It's not just going to be by myself. That's just crazy. That's insane. But yeah, when you're doing anything like that, you have a team with you. Okay. Oh, let's go. We got to go. We got to go to the space station. Pen Lapidary says, my birthstone is Alexandrite, too expensive for me. I have no idea what my birthstone is. None. I try not to think about it. I try not to think about it. Okay, let's go to the station. Check this out. Ozzy Bob says supplies are very expensive. Example, you can pay up to $20 for a 6-pack of toilet paper. Believe it or not, that's kind of what it costs in the States now. So what's that? When is my birthday? My birthday's in January. Yeah, I wasn't really big on the birthstone things, but my birthday is in January. When you get to be my age, you don't really care about those things anymore. Not really. Okay, what do we got? It's ugly. Just out of curiosity, what do we have here? Okay, phase beam, hyperdrive, shields, mining beam, photon cannon, blaze javelin, neutron, geology, scatter blaster, cyclotron, scanner, and thrusters. Meh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. All right, let's do this. So Deborah says, so Odd Man's birthstone is the one that's on sale at the moment. Really? Okay. Well, I guess that explains a lot. That explains a lot. So Mary says both of William's sons were born in January. Nice. All right, let's go check out this ugly AF Sentinel ship. All right. Yeah, we got to offload these Sentinel hard frames. We got plenty of those. We got plenty of quad servos and plenty of brains. Got a bunch of Walker brains in here too. Walter says, back up. The town I live in was a gold rush town. Still some to be found. Also many gemstones. Just got to know the secret spots, which I don't. I can imagine, and I'm pretty sure prospectors won't tell you either. Stuart Laker says the wife wants to do something for my birthday, but I'm not bothered. Well, I mean, at least your wife remembered your birthday. I'm not bitter, though. I'm not bitter. I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, when you get to be my age, it doesn't really matter anymore. So what do we got here? Looks like we got an Elvis. With tank treads. Ooh, it's all black, too. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're starting off really good today. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is... A guitar guy, he says, laugh out loud. Yeah, more than he should. Yeah, I'm not bitter. We're not bitter. So, oh, wow. Okay, Mary, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So happy birthday. That's awesome. So anyways, what we have here, this is a medium, right? Yeah, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium Sentinel fighter, all black. A set of medium wings. Medium wings, tank tread landing gear with a mohawk. And it's got a mohawk, and it's all black too. Not bad. So Guitar Guy 80 says it's got an Elvis. That's a pass for me. I like flying in first person. I don't so much mind. I don't so much mind at all. But I mean, if given a choice, I would rather have pincers than to have the mohawk. Yeah, and Mary, absolutely. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, so that's not bad. So if you guys want this style of Sentinel ship, this one is actually pretty cool. It's all black with white and red accents. Not bad at all. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Gala Galaxy. This is not bad. Not bad. Okay, this ship, let's hop out and take a look at it. This ship is a C-class. Located at... plus 36.76 and plus 125.52. And it's got tank treads. And it's got tank treads. Oh. Okay. This is actually a really cool ship. Let's catalog it. Excuse me, let's catalog this one. We're not going to hunt for it. We won't leave a base here, but let's definitely catalog it. Let's drop a save beacon if we can find one. There we go. Save beacon. And let's paint this one red. So that way we'll know where to find it. Okay. And again, let's catalog this one. I mean, this thing is all black. It is very nice. Yeah, finding an all-black Sentinel ship is kind of rare. You know, all black with tank treads, mind you. All black with tank treads. So Doc Intel says, okay, it's not my kind of ship, but it is good looking. It looks okay. It looks okay. Again, not really my kind of ship either, but it does have tank tread landing gear. Now, I would say that if the dorsal Mohawk had thrusters on it, that would probably make it look a little better. That and maybe some bladed wings would work too. But it's not a bad looking ship. Anyways, if you want this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a C-class. Okay, we got it marked. Let's go. It's not a bad looking ship, though. Not bad. Let's take a really quick look at the supercharged slot on this one.
Technology prepared.
Okay, it's either here or here. Interesting. Huh. It's not over here, that's for sure. All right. Very interesting. So Mary says, I'll add this to my fleet. It's a pretty decent looking ship. I like the all black. I do. It's not a nice stealthy looking ship. Now, I will say that because it's got a set of medium wings on it, I would say it needs at least single bladed wings. Double bladed would be better, but a set of single bladed wings would definitely work, make it work.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Where's my ship? The other ship. Thank you. So Doc Incel says, Deb found me my perfect dragonfly. Absolutely love it. Nice. We actually found a pretty decent dragonfly yesterday. The only problem is that it was orange. It was orange and white, typical Sentinel colors. But it was a pretty decent dragonfly. It had tank treads. It literally had everything. It had everything. Heavy dragonfly wings, heavy wings, wingtip thrusters, tank tread landing gears. But it was orange. Yeah, Mary, I agree. Wingtip thrusters would be nice too. They would be very nice too. I agree. Okay, where is my fleet carrier? Get over here. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So far, so good. Not bad. Not bad for a first start today. So Ozzy Bob says, I noticed Space 1999 is getting a re-release in 4K, dropping at a cinema near you. So are they re-releasing the original Space 1999 series, or second of all, is it both seasons 1 and 2, or is it just what is it, a trail? What are they re-releasing? Is it the whole thing, or is it a remake or reboot? I hope they never reboot that series. That series was amazing. You know, fun fact, the British production studio behind the creation of Space 1999, they made that TV series because of Star Trek. Because Star Trek was in syndication, or released in 1967 to 69, I think, the original series. And Gary Anderson, which was the production company that made Space 1999, they wanted to capitalize on it, on the whole space thing. So that's where they made two separate series. They made a whole bunch of series, TV series. They made some live action stuff and some not animatronics, but they did a lot of puppets. They did a lot of puppets. So that's where the series UFO started. In the very late 60s, very early 70s. Loved that show. Loved that TV series. With all the go-go outfits. Loved that TV series. And, of course, Space 1999. But Gary Anderson created that those two separate series because of all the excitement around space. Okay, that's a 2-star Viking. Let's go check it out. Excuse me. Okay, Penn, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless to you. Thanks for stopping by today. So Ozzy Bob says the original series, 2 episodes at cinema, Breakaway and Metamorph. In 4K, interesting. Stuart Licker says love the UFO. I started watching UFO again on YouTube. If you guys don't know, there's a YouTube channel called Full Strength Beer. That's the name of the YouTube channel, Full Strength Beer. And on his YouTube channel, he's got a bunch of Gary Anderson's classic TV series, to include UFO and Space 1999, and that's where I watch. So it's pretty amazing. He uploads quite frequently, now that I think about it. But he has I think all of the Gary Anderson's TV shows on his YouTube channel. And that's why I began watching it. Look, Target 80 says, I subbed to that page, thanks. Yeah, it's worth it, isn't it? It's absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, I started watching UFO again. Gotta love them go-go boots and the go-go outfits. I honestly don't know how those guys managed to get any work done with everyone being dressed the way they are. That doesn't pass the common sense test. I could not, and I'm going to say this, I could never, ever, ever, if I was on that TV show, I could never work on Moonbase. I could never work on a Moonbase. I would get fired. That's all I'm going to say. I would get fired immediately. Okay, Sub-Zero Planet, 7 Fauna, let's mark it. Oh, this guy, Commander Oddman, he's not focused on his job. He's focused on the wrong thing. Get him out of here. Put him on the next space shuttle back to Earth. Get him out of here. I would immediately get fired. Okay, yeah, Captain Scarlet was another one. Yeah, that's on Full Strength Beer as well. That's on his YouTube channel too. Okay, let's go to the space station, check things out, and we'll go planet side. Daza Pants, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Where's my ship? The other ship. Where's the other one? There it is. My daily driver. There we go. Yeah, Anderson, he made Thunderbirds, Terrahawks, Stingray. Oh, yeah. Gary Anderson made a bunch of... They made a bunch of... They're not animated shows, but they're... and they're not animatronics either, but they're puppets. They made a bunch of... with practical effects. Practical effects. I guess that's the best way to put it. And then, of course, they had their 2 live-action series, which... Always wondered why my father used to watch those. Yeah, pretty exactly. Super Marionettes. Exactly. So Walter says it gets pretty hot up on the moon base. Especially in UFO. Especially on that TV show UFO. I wouldn't have lasted 24 hours on that moon base. Yeah, we got to get him out of here. Get this dude out of here. He's fired. Get him out of here. So Ozzy Bob says those Thunderbird puppets were about 1 meter tall. You know, it's funny you should mention that. There was a puppet animated show here in Japan called Princess. Oh my God, what was it called? Princess Bling Bling or something like that? God, I can't remember. It was 1960s, 1970s. I think 1970s. Same thing. It was the same deal. And the puppets were huge. They were big. They were like 1 meter to 1.5 meters tall. They were really big. They weren't quite life size, but they were pretty big. Based on the same thing. So this is a B class. Interesting. 2 connected supercharge slots. Interesting. Also has a crystal for a magazine. Okay, let's go find this ship. Ooh, we got a baller hauler. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We got a baller hauler. Okay, this is, oh my God. This thing is an A class. An A class for 112 million units. I know it's a baller hauler, but dang, dude. That's a lot of freaking money. Yeah, Mary, I wouldn't have lasted 24 hours on Moonbase. That would have never happened. They'd have got me out of there quickly. But Indiana Scott, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Says, I have a lot of beautiful ships on mine. Good for you, man. Good. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of freaking money. 112, how much? 112 million for this? Yeah, Mary, to be honest, I didn't know. I didn't know that normal system multi-tools could have crystals, but apparently that's the the power of procedural generation. Yeah, we're gonna buy that hauler, but I would prefer to buy a cheaper one. I don't want the hauler. I just want to get the wings. I just want the wings on it, because if you guys notice, the actual the wings are shielded. The balls are actually shielded, which is kind of rare. So we'll wait for like a cheap C class to fly in. Let's mark the ship while we're waiting. All right, let's go. Let's go check out this Sentinel ship. This is a 2-star Viking, by the way. Yeah, that's the power of procedural generation. So any multi-tool, depending on the multi-tool, of course, almost any multi-tool can have any configuration on it. And something else that I would like to do today is we should probably search for runic multi-tools as well. So whenever we hit like a... Mary says, must have shielded balls. I was trying not to say that. I was trying not to say that. I was trying to choose my words carefully, but it slipped out, I guess. Stream Games, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You got to have the balls shielded. Yeah, unshielded balls are not acceptable. Okay, so what do we got here? We got another Elvis. We got another Elvis. Hold on. It's another with tank treads? Hold on. This is like two. Hold on a minute. Land this thing, man. This is 2 for 2. Did we just find another Elvis with tank treads? You got to be kidding me. We just found another Elvis with tank treads. And this thing, hold on. Look at this one. This one's got fangs. This one has it. This is a good looking ship. Okay. So I know some of you guys out there don't like, Steve Old School says clipped. Yeah, Steve, you heard nothing. You heard nothing. Always got to have the balls shielded. Unshielded balls are not acceptable. This is almost exactly like the black one we just found. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium Sentinel fighter. Turquoise. Is that blue? Is that sky blue? That's sky blue. That is, well, is that turquoise or sky blue? I can't tell. It looks green. It looks turquoise. Okay, so this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Turquoise. Dorsal Mohawk with thrusters. Dorsal Mohawk with thrusters, a set of medium wings. Hold on. Yeah, a set of medium wings and a double-bladed wings. So Mary says looks green to me. It does look green. It looks turquoise. This one has, it's got the hammerhead style cockpit, but it's got a jaw and fangs. This one's got a jaw and fangs. Not bad. Yeah, exactly. Wide head with 6 eyes. Interesting. Plus tank treads. Yeah, we got to take a look at this one. We got to take a look at this one. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, it is a C-Class. I say we take this one up to the station and check it out. So Stewart says teal. Teal, there you go. There you go. That's a better idea. Yeah, it's teal. Serious Joker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Indiana Scott says, that's nice. Fang mandibles, wide, 6-head, tank thrusters. Elvis on top with rear wings. Yep, and thrusters, and rear thrusters on the Elvis. Or the dorsal Mohawk. Wingtip boosters would have been nice, but this one's got wingtip stabilizers, so not bad at all, man. That's pretty nice. Let's get this one up to the station and scope it out. Let's get this one up to the station, check out its supercharged slots. Excuse me, sir. We got to check this one out. This is a 2-star system, so I'm not really expecting much, but from what I've seen, many of the C-Classes have really good supercharged slots. So let's check this one out. Claim sites. Yeah, Mary, I agree. This one is definitely better than the all-black one. Definitely better. Yeah, that's a good-looking ship right there. Okay, we want to put up a base. Now, I know you don't have to deploy a base if you don't want, but I prefer to set up a base just in case. You know, this one could have good supercharged slots. Give it a foundation. Because why not? Too close to Starship. Never mind. Okay, game, whatever. Give it a ramp, because all houses have a set of stairs. Give it some power. And it's not power, it's power. So Indiana Scott says, Old Man Gaming, you don't have slot fragments. It's Odd Man Gaming. And no, I don't have slot fragments. Yeah, no, I don't have the memory fragments. And that's because you can't typically get those memory fragments through normal gameplay. You have to get them from someone who uses a save editor. So that's one of the reasons why. What's that? I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we only play solo here. Let's give it some power. Yeah, this is more fun for me, believe it or not. Whenever hunting for starships, this is a lot more fun to me. I like building a base, teleporting, and scoping out supercharge slots. This is part of the experience. Battery and save points. But yeah, the memory fragments that change class and the actual excuse me, slot upgrades, typically can't get those through normal gameplay. Which is one of the reasons I don't bother. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Huh? Let's see what we got. Always check out the junk. Pugnium, you can keep that. Okay. Let's see, glass, brain, and pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, so this slot is here. This one could have good convergence on its supercharged slots. Let's get this one up to the station and check it out. Let's compare and claim. This one could have good convergence on supercharged slots. Not a bad find. Not bad at all. So, Mary says they were expedition rewards, weren't they? I think the memory fragments for upgrades were expedition rewards. Memory fragments for class were not, as far as I know. But then again, I only began playing No Man's Sky back in 2022, so anything that happened before 2022, I'm not sure. Typically, the only way to get those the class memory fragments is with a save editor, or unless someone gives them to you. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I know some people like to play this game in multiplayer, but I don't typically play No Man's Sky in multiplayer, and that's only because my community here wants to see solo player gameplay.
Weather warning.
Station.
Incoming
Current system.
storm.
So Ozzy Bob says they're super rare, but they can be found in the Traveler's Grave. I found one space upgrade in the regular game. Interesting. I do know that you can get a an upgrade, a class, not a class upgrade fragment. Excuse me. You can get a a technology upgrade fragment from the graves. Those are common, and I don't think I've gotten anything other than those. Okay, we want to go options, free, and apply. Thank you. Okay, let's check this thing out and see what we got. So Mary says William got his from the Game Hub's crew. Yeah, I remember William, he mentioned that. He did mention it. Upgrade. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, I know this method is a bit more time consuming, but this is just how I like playing the game, that's all. Upgrade. Yeah, let's see what we got from a C to a S. This could be a good ship. And speaking of upgrades, you guys out there in chat, sound off. When do you guys think we're going to see the update? The update, I should say, the title update for No Man's Sky. When do you guys think we're going to see the actual DLC? We're halfway through August. I don't think it's dropping this week. More than likely the end of August. I think it'll probably be next week. We haven't seen we haven't even seen an emoji. Now that I think about it. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. Okay, so what do we got? Okay, this is a 2 + 1 and 1. So Mary thinks end of August. Stuart Laker thinks the 29th. I think we're looking at the end of August. Because this next update for No Man's Sky could possibly be the biggest. Ozzy Bob says, I'm down for the update this week. I think at this point we can assume that there won't be an emoji. We more than likely won't see an emoji drop for it. Okay, this ship I think is worth a... Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, so is Guitar Guy 80 still here? I think we got a ship for you. We got a ship for you, bro. All right. This is a Droid Wing Viper. Droid and E-Wings. Single thruster dorsal. With the E-Wings and the droid wings, this one actually kind of works. And it's all blue with red accents. Not bad for a system ship. So if you like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, Steve, old school. We'll see you next time, brother. Take care. God bless, man. Thanks for stopping in. Not a bad-looking ship for a Viper. Not bad at all. Okay, let's reload the restore point. Let's reload that. So we know what that C-class is. I think that ship is worth a hunt. Yeah, I think that one is worth a hunt. It is a 2-star.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we're not going to keep the base here for this one. I say we grab this and swap it out for another one. All right, let's remove the base. Delete. Okay, so you got the picture? Nice. All right, here we go. So we can grab this one. Pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, so we know if the slot's here, supercharged slot that is, it'll be a 2 + 1 and 1. So the next C class we find should not have this. Okay, let's grab it and go. Okay, next. Yeah, this one is actually worth a hunt. That's actually a really good looking ship right there. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I wish I wasn't fully loaded on starships. I would totally keep this one. Would totally keep this one. It's got a total of 5 out of 7 thrusters illuminated. Not bad. Yeah, Mary, this one is definitely worth a hunt. Hey, we got a massive donation from Walter.
Finally, I'm contributing.
Hey, Walter, thank you so much for that massive donation, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Walter, who just beat the game. Thank you so much for that massive donation. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking ship. All right, next. As we bounce off the planet's atmosphere. Oh, would you land the ship? Landing area not clear. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, this one is another C class. Let's scope it out really quickly. Pugnium. It's probably the same. Hold on. Okay. Okay, that's Glass Soul. That one is Purge. Okay, so that's different. What are the supercharged slots on this one again? Okay, third from the left. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check it out. Okay, glass, brain, pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this one is different. This one is definitely different. This one is definitely different. Reload. Yeah, let's get this one up to the station next. And we have to do it this way because what I don't want is to claim the ship and be overloaded on ships in my actual inventory. What I want to do is, when I find a good ship, is typically leave a base computer in the area. That way, if it's a good ship that I want, I can always come back later and pick it up. I don't want to claim a ship now because I don't have the space for it. It's just like this C-Class behind me. This one's getting scrapped. But if we find a decent one, then we'll keep it. Or we'll keep a base there for it. Yes, too bad I don't have the automatic base teleporters on this save. That was an expedition reward for which was it? Cursed? I think there was an expedition reward for Cursed, if I can remember. I'm not sure if anybody out there remembers that, but it wasn't an expedition reward. It was an expedition. Maybe it was a milestone reward. I can't remember, but. Yeah, it was. It was a milestone reward. You got what was called an automatic teleporter. So it sat in your inventory. You clicked on it, and it sent you right to the nearest space station. Yeah, I wish I had that on this save. But of course, it's also an item that could be refined or duped. So, yeah, I wish I had it. Over Mendoza, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Okay, door. Okay, power. Let's just get this one up to the station and scope it out. Excuse me. And like I said, if it's a good ship, we'll keep the base here. Here we go. Save point. All right, let's grab this thing, get it up to the station, and check it out. Okay, compare, and we can either claim it or swap it. Let's swap it because at this point it doesn't matter. We don't care. There's nothing in the inventory except pugnium. We'll swap it. Ozzy Bob, thank you. Yeah, it's the station teleporter. That's what it is. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, that's the one. That's the one. You could build it in your inventory. That's what it was. But Hello Games never added it to the base game itself. It was only part of the expedition. You could carry them over from the expedition save, but that was about it. If you didn't carry them over, they're just gone. Station. So Mary says, wouldn't it be nice if they had a blueprint maker so you only had to make a quick base once? True. That would be pretty cool. If you could literally duplicate a base or just make a copy of it and then duplicate it, that would be very nice. I would like to see something like that in the next update. All right, let's do this. Okay, upgrade. Augments. Okay, next. And one more time. Okay, so this is hold on. We swapped the ship. I did swap the ship, didn't I? Oh my god. Restore. That's the same supercharged slot configuration as the other one. Yeah, I did swap the ship. I'm pretty sure of that. So this time, let's not swap it and see what happens.
Inventory full.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, that's done. Okay, this time, let's not swap it. Let's keep it.
Technology repaired.
Okay, so this is where the supercharged slot was originally. When I swapped ships, for whatever reason, it brought the other ship, the other C-Class. Yeah, Doc Intel, that was kind of weird, man. I did swap the ship, but for whatever reason, here's where the base supercharged slot was supposed to be. But for whatever reason, it moved from here to here, which is not supposed to happen when you swap ships. So let's not swap it. Let's just bring it. Let's claim it. All right. That is very weird. But then again, weird is the definition of No Man's Sky. All right, one more time. So Mary says when you put in the augments, the whole column moves to the right one space. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's test that theory. Very interesting. Right, upgrade. Augments. It did. So there were some blank spaces over there, huh? So this ship. Wow, okay, interesting. So this C-Class right here has the same supercharged slot configuration as the other one. Yeah, this has the same supercharged slot configuration as the other one. So these ships are the same. They're exactly the same. Interesting. I get it. Very interesting. Ah, okay. So there's no need to upgrade this. All right, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Reload. What I'm going to do is leave the base there. I'm going to hunt for that ship off stream because that ship deserves a hunt. Let's go to the next star system. Let's go to the next system. But before I go,
Inventory full.
I want to go buy that baller hauler. I definitely want to buy that baller hauler. Let's get a screenshot. Let's get a better screenshot so that we know it's here. Oh, sorry about that. Oh. There we go. All right, perfect. And let's upload. All right. Okay, let's get this one. Let's grab this one, go back to the space station. Yeah, that's actually a really good looking ship right there. Definitely need to hunt for this one. But let's go to the next station and continue to hunt. This one is definitely worth a hunt. Giannis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Let's get a look at it. Hold on. Yeah, that's a pretty solid looking Sentinel ship. That one is pretty solid looking right there. That's a good looking ship. Yeah, definitely going to hunt for this one later on. Okay. All right, let's scrap this one. Jericho, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, good looking ship. We're not having very much luck with the supercharged slots, but let's go to the next star system. Let's keep the hunt going. This was not a pretty decent find, not a bad find at all. But since I don't need the extra ship, let's scrap the C-Class and be done with it. So Jericho says, in the car community, we call baller haulers low-profile tow trucks for events. Okay. Ozzy Bob says, my first save, I went to about 4 galaxies, but my second playthrough, I just kept exploring all the systems in my local cluster. No Man's Sky, going for 10 years, and players have only explored only 1% of Euclid. Exactly. And that's only the starter galaxy. Yeah, only the starter galaxy. Let's make sure we have this set properly. Let's scrap this ship. Okay, we're good. Because I don't need the extras. Yeah, it's a good-looking ship. We'll hunt for this one off-stream. Yeah, Mary, I think you're right. We need to find a B or an A, but it's a 2-star system, so we have a better chance of finding an A-class than anything else. I've noticed that about 2-star systems. There are a lot of A-classes in 2 stars. You tend to find more C-classes in 3-star and above, especially outlaw systems. But an outlaw system gives you a 5% chance of finding an S-class. Okay, so we want to begin salvage. Claim scrap. All right, done. Let's see. What do I have in my storage? Wrong ship, buddy. Hold on. So Jericho's asking, do you stream, you only stream GTA in this game or other titles as well? For the time being, No Man's Sky and Grand Theft Auto. On occasion, I'll do Minecraft, but I haven't done Minecraft in a long time because nobody's interested in it. So the game has to make sense. because streaming takes a long time. Streaming and content creation in general, either long form or short form, takes a very long time. And to give you an example, for me to make my GTA 5 weekly update, it's between 5 to 8 minutes of video time. It can take up to 8 hours to make that video. So I'm not going to live stream a game that 2 people are going to watch. So for me and my community, it has to make sense. There are a lot of other games out there that I would like to stream that I'm actually considering streaming, but I have to test it with the community first. So we're looking at, for example, Fallout 4. I just picked up Cyberpunk 2077 not too long ago on sale. I've got the entire Mass Effect trilogy Legendary Edition that we can do. So is that upcoming Wolverine? No, I don't even like that game. I've seen it. I don't like it. That's not my style of game. Games like Wolverine, your typical hack and slasher type games, not really interested. That's not my style of game. And the game has to be interesting for me too. So if I think it's boring, I'm not going to waste money on it. Okay, let's see. Before we go, we got to swap parts. Yeah, like I said, for my YouTube channel, it has to make sense. There we go. We got a cool white armored. Hold on, check this out. Before we go, hey, check out this armored solar right here. That's actually pretty cool. White and chrome. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. If you like this style of solar ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Gala Galaxy. That's a good-looking armored solar right there. Very nice. What's the sales on this one? Oh, hold on. I'll talk to you in a minute, pal. Hold on. We got to talk to this guy. All right, that's better. C-Class 40 million. Much better. I want your ship. Come here, you. So Mary says, I like the wings, not the cockpit. I don't mind the cockpit. Believe it or not, my very first solar ship was one of those. Not that exact ship, but it had that style cockpit. That was the one I found, just randomly. I said, ooh, a solar ship, nice. That was my very first solar. I said, yeah, we'll take it. So I kind of have a soft spot for that style of ship because that was my first solar. Now, we're going to check out the wings on that one as soon as I buy this guy's ship. All right. Yes, please. We'll take that. Thank you. Now, let's talk to this guy. Let's see. Make an offer. Oh, heck no. Nope. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. That's a whole lot of nope. Never mind. Never mind. So Ozbob says the cockpit looks like an old A4 Intruder. It looks like it does. Now that you mention it, it looks like an F7. It looks like an F7 Intruder. Or no, it looks like an F7 Corsair. It looks like an F7 Corsair from the U.S. Navy. Long time ago. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay, so we want the parts on this one. So Jericho says, gotcha, been enjoying some Day 7 zombie games, streams. Graphics on No Man's Sky are great. Can you do ship battles in No Man's Sky? Yes, you can. You can totally do PvP in this game. Yes. You can battle other players. Mostly you'll find yourself fighting NPCs, but yeah, you can totally do it. So Sinister RC what about Tomb Raider? I saw the new Tomb Raider, and also I heard that the new Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider re-release. It's a re-release. But I heard that this new Tomb Raider is going to have a physical disc release. Yeah, they're releasing an actual physical copy. So I said, yes, please. But more than likely, I'll tell you what, if there's a physical disc release for it, I may consider it. Because I'm all about physical discs. I'm not a fan of digital copies and digital games, and I don't want to get into that whole conversation, but the gaming industry as we see right now is going all digital, and it's not good, in my humble opinion. I don't like digital releases of games. Give me a physical copy of a game, please. That way I own what I buy. Okay, salvage. Okay, extract custom module. We want the wings. Cool. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Mary. Mary, not a nice set of balls, a nice set of shielded balls. Because your balls have to be shielded. They have to be shielded. Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Good to see you, man. Okay, let's go to the next system. Everybody out there, Mr. Smooth Ones is a... Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, you know what to do. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam. Yeah, I hear you, man. Vampire life, I know. Mr. Insomniac right here. Mr. Insomniac. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Yes, everybody, please donate to my PlayStation 4 fund. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Yeah, real talk, I'm in the market for a PlayStation 4 Pro. Not a PlayStation 5. We'll take this out of here. Not a PlayStation 5, but a PlayStation 4 Pro. And the reason being is... What do I have? Oh, that's an S-Class reactor. Okay. The reason being is because you can still get plenty of physical media for the PlayStation Pro. And you can play the vast majority of PlayStation 4 games directly from the disc without any need to install them. So that's why I'm looking for a PlayStation 4 Pro. Screw the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 6. I'm not giving Sony any more of my money. Yeah, Walter, exactly. Jockstrap necessary, yes. With them shielded balls, yes, sir. Okay, so what do we have in inventory? Let's move this to ship. And I think we're good. We'll move that to ship too. Okay, let's go. We are ready. Next system. That was a good find in this system. Very good find. Cellist Dome, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Not bad for a 2-star. Not bad for a 2-star system. That was a good looking ship too. Okay, 1-star. It's a blue system. Let's check that out. I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. Well, let's check it out. Okay, Doc Intel, we'll see you next time, brother. Take care. God bless, man. We'll see you next time. So Jericho says, yeah, I got a PlayStation 5 with a disc, hoping that it would just to play off the disc, and no, it's just install. Buy CDs and DVDs. Yep. And that's why I said screw PlayStation 5. And I said this before and I'll say it again. Anybody out there that owns a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 or 4 Pros, you have the best console generations ever made. Because you can play... let me go back even before that. Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO, PlayStation CEO back then in 2013, 2014 said specifically that they want players to trade their games. They want players to trade their games. They want players to sell their used games and buy used games. That was Sony's business model back in the day. That was their business model, okay? And now they've gone all corporate greed on us. Excuse me. So that's why I'm in the market for a PlayStation 4, because there are plenty of really, really good PlayStation 4 games out there. Okay, it's thinned. Let's mark it. Technically, this could be an anomaly planet, so there might not be a ship here. Sinister RC says, I found a Cyberpunk physical disc copy on sale. You got a good find, man. Don't sell that. Don't sell that. It is almost impossible to find Cyberpunk 2077 on disc anywhere. That's why I bought my copy on GOG. Because with GOG, you literally get a day one installer for all versions of Cyberpunk 2077. So I can literally download every version of Cyberpunk 2077 ever released, up to and including the current version that's patched all the way through. And I can burn those to a disk. I can literally burn those to a disk and play the game from disk without installing it. There's a way to do it. And GOG, they tell you specifically that when you buy a game from their storefront, it's yours to keep. Even if it's digital, it's yours to keep. No one can take it from you. All right, where's my daily driver? Dang it. All right, you know what? Let's take the living ship. I don't feel like looking. Let's take the living ship. So Walter says, I bought Cyberpunk when it first came out, but it was so glitchy and unplayable. But thankfully they put out patches, and now the game runs very well. Now, that being said, if you have a day one copy of Cyberpunk, you got some money. You got some money in your hands. If it's a physical copy, of course. If it's a physical disc. Yeah, I would not sell that copy of Cyberpunk, whatever you do. It's almost impossible to find one now. So I had no choice. I bought Cyberpunk 2077 and the Phantom Menace. The whole thing. Remember, that's like an $80 base game and DLC. It's the whole thing. The Ultimate Edition, basically, that's what they called it. And it was on sale on Steam, not Steam, it was on sale on GOG for 56% off. It was $33. The whole thing was $33. I said, yes, please, I'll take that. I'll take that right now. Okay, what do we got? It's ugly. It is an A-class, but it's still ugly. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. That's gross. It gets worse. Oh, hold on. Check this out. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Check out this Alpha Vector. Hold on. Hold on. Check this out. Look at this red Alpha Vector. That's cool. That's actually really cool, man. Check that out. That is a red and chrome Alpha Vector. So it's got the Alpha Cockpit Vector Wings single thruster with a dorsal. The dorsal actually works on this one. The dorsal works. The dorsal actually works. That's not bad. Not bad. So if you like this style of Sentinel ship, this style of system fighter, this is an Alpha Vector, a red Alpha Vector, red and chrome, single thruster, dorsal. The dorsal actually works on this. It actually works. That's a good looking ship. So if you like this kind of ship, glyphs are in the lower left hand corner of the screen. I am probably going to pick this one up. That's a good looking ship. How much is it? C-class? This is a 1-star system, so I don't think we'll get higher than a C-class on it, but that's still really, really cool right there. That's a good looking ship. Okay, we are ready. Let's do this. That's not bad. So Mary says it kind of works, maybe. The dorsal actually works on that one. It actually works. It actually works. I think the dorsal is a little too big. That's what she said. Okay, did we find the ship yet? Did we hunt? Did we mark it? You see what you guys made me do, chat? I totally forgot. Did we mark the ship? Yes, we did. All right. Did we mark the planet? Yes, we did. Let's go. I mean, that's actually really cool. Alpha vectors are kind of rare. Okay, there is no Sentinel ship in this star system. Reload. No Sentinel ship in the system. I was afraid of that because it said Finned Planet. So there's no Sentinel ship here.
Inventory full.
Alright, next. Excuse me. I hope everybody out there is doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Teleporter is this way. So Boiled Egg says, buy it, upgrade it, fight pirates with it. It's not a bad looking ship. Not a bad looking ship at all. This is a 1-star system, so unfortunately we won't be able to get higher than the C class as it flies in. So Mary, that's a bug. That's a bug that's been in the game since Remnant? It's been a bug since the Remnant update. So ever since like the beginning of this year, that's been a real problem. And Hello Games hasn't fixed it. So yeah, that's a bug. Okay, so we need to go. There is no Sentinel ship in the star system. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. Sometimes 1-star systems will have a ship, but more than likely they won't. Alright, next system. Wrong button, sir. Thank you. Wrong button, sir. Let's get some distance on this one. Let's go out a bit. So we're actually below the galactic plane. Let's go up a little bit. Yeah, we're below the galactic plane. Let's go up. Up, 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 up. Oh, something else we're looking for is... there we go. Hold on. We're looking for Korvax systems. There we go. Korvax Dissonant. Perfect. We're looking for Korvax systems. So Ozzy Bob says Cyberpunk was a role-play game made by Talsorian Games in 1990. It was like Dungeons & Dragons. I think I may have heard of it. We used to do Dungeons & Dragons back when I was in the Navy. A long time ago, back when I was in the Navy. We did it when we were out on board ship because there was nothing to do at the time. So we did a lot of Dungeons & Dragons paperback, or paperboard, I should say, role-playing back then. Okay, let's go. Exactly, yes. Korvax systems for the Atlantid multi-tool. Okay, what do we got? This is a 2-star Korvax, so Blighted, Supercritical, High Energy, Incandescent, Basalt, and Barren. Uh-oh. Okay, it's got 7 fauna. Let's mark it. Alright, let's go to the station. So Stewart says Atlantid multi-tools are some good-looking multi-tools. They are. And they're also the best multi-tools for mining. I had to sell mine, or trade mine in, for the alien multi-tool that we picked up a couple of weeks ago. But I want my multi-tool back, so I'm not happy about that. Okay. Yeah, not happy about that one at all. Alright, let's do this. Space station first. And they're totally going to make me fly through this asteroid field to get to the space station as we crash into an asteroid. That was not nice. Stuart Laker says, I've got some S-Class ones. I think I have the location of an S-Class Atlantic multi-tool. I have to go back through my records and check because I catalog all of that stuff. But I don't remember exactly where it is. Hey, we got a new sub. Who do we have out there? So, Zuran, Raghip, welcome to the odd one. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in the chat right now. Proper hand salute to our new subscriber. Welcome to the odd ones. Thanks for your subscription and welcome aboard. All right, what do we got? It's ugly. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. It's a rifle, at least. I mean, it is a rifle. Okay, and C-Class across the board. Okay. Okay, next. All right, we got a ship. Let's go find it. So Mary says, yeah, Ozzy Bob is absolutely correct. And that's correct, yes. You must have completed the, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, you must have completed the, They Who've Returned. The Atlantic multi-tools, were released with, not They Who've Returned, but with, They Who've Returned. It released with They Who've Returned. With that storied quest, which was... It wasn't Orbital, it was the one after Orbital. No, it was Echoes. I think it released with Echoes. I'm pretty sure that was with the Echoes update. God, it's been so long, I can't remember, but I think it was with the Echoes update. Because that's when we got the They Who've Returned storied quest. It's been a while, man. It has been a while. All right, there it is. So, and it's really easy to do, especially when you're hunting for Sentinel ships. You just have to do the brain quest, and you can find them. You can totally find them, or you can find the Korvax monoliths, if you will. But I got to replace my my mining multi-tool because I traded it in. Yeah. Lurk. Gra, gra, interloper. Are we there yet? Nope. Yeah, this planet's like on the edge of the freaking star system. Okay, this is a 2-star Korvax. Let's see what we got. Oh, don't crash into that mountain. Jeez, dude. This planet's got some mountains. I already hate it. This planet's got mountains. Really big ones. Yeah, really big mountains. That's what she said. Okay, what do we got? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding. You guys see what I see? Hold on. You guys see what I see here? This is ridiculous. Now I know Sean Murray is watching the live stream. Sean Murray has to be watching this live stream. He must be watching the stream. You have got to be kidding me. Look at this. You see this? You guys see this? You see this, right? You guys see this? This is the third Mohawk Sentinel ship we found in a row with tank treads. The first one was black. The second one was teal. The third one is yellow. There's a third one. What? There's a third one. All right, so what do we have here? This is ridiculous. Sean Murray is watching the stream. I swear he is. He's got to be watching the live stream. All right, so this one, same. It's almost exactly the same. I swear it is. Yeah, Mary, exactly. Where's Deb? It's her favorite color. So this is a medium Sentinel fighter. As you guys can see, medium Sentinel, yellow and black. Very nice, yellow and black. It has a set of medium wings, wingtip stabilizers, deep vent skirt wings, and tank treads. This is the third ship in a row that we found that's got tank treads on it. With a freaking Mohawk. With a freaking Mohawk. With thrusters. With a freaking Mohawk. Unbelievable. Yeah, this one's got the deep vent skirt wings, which actually work on this ship. They actually work. Not bad. Anyways, if you like the style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. We found some really good-looking ships in this galaxy. This is a 2-star system, so we'll probably run into the same problem as with the previous system. All right, let's hop out. It is pretty foggy, isn't it? It must be a storm. It is. It's an extreme storm.
Technology recharge.
Okay, this one is a B class. It is a B class. Let's do a really quick look around. This planet sucks, by the way. Just out of curiosity. That's a good looking ship. I like that one. Okay, we'll leave that. We don't need it. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the No Man's Sky live stream Elvis edition. Okay, it could be worse. It could be an Elvis with a pelvis. Okay, it could be an Elvis with a pelvis. All right, so let's just put it where it is. Could be an Elvis with a pelvis. So yeah, be thankful it's not one of those.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this is actually promising. This one is promising. Very promising. With yellow and orange accents too. Interesting. Very nice combination right there. All right, let's reload. So keeping or selling, we're going to check out its supercharged slots first. That's what we're going to do. So Mary says a pelvis kills everything. It does. It does. Without a doubt, it does. But so at least this ship doesn't have a pelvis. It's not an Elvis with a pelvis. So that's a good thing. First, let's check out its supercharged slots, and let's see what we have.
Inventory full.
This is like the longest freaking storm I've ever seen.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Um, okay, claim. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks. Here we go. Every house has a door. Give it some power. And remember, it's not power, it's power. Yeah, Mary says, instant next. Yeah, if this thing had a pelvis, we'd be out of here. Next. Okay, biofuel reactor. Battery. And save point. Okay, there we go. All right, let's make a new restore point. Let's scope this thing out. This I can't wait to see. This is ridiculous. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, compare and claim. Okay, let's get it up to the station.
Storm clearing.
Oh, sure. Storm clears up as soon as I'm headed back to the space station. Oh, sure. Okay. Station. Here we go. Let me get some refreshing diet fat-free water. Okay, let's reset this. Difficulty. Okay, so we want to upgrade. This is a B class, so apply augments. Okay, class. And one more time. Okay, so what do we got? Oh my God, that is a mess. That is absolutely horrible. That is horrible. That's a whole lot of nope. That's horrible. Okay. Let's do this. Restore point. Yeah, that supercharged slots were all over the place. Not cool, man. Not cool. Yeah, H2O with double the hydrogen. Yeah, that was terrible. That was bad. So let's reload. Let's get rid of the base. We'll leave that ship where it is. But we've got this one cataloged, so we're going to come back here and hunt for this one at some point. Okay, let's get another look at it. Yeah, that's a good-looking ship. I like the yellow on this one. Get rid of the vignette. Again, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal Mohawk-style stabilizer with thrusters, medium wings, wingtip stabilizers, deep vented skirt wings, and tank tread landing gear. This one is almost a total package. This is a really good-looking ship. So if you like this style of ship, glister in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. This B class is not worth keeping. They're all over the place. I mean, literally all over the place, so it's not worth keeping. It is worth scrapping, but I got too much money as it is. So we got this one cataloged and marked. We're good to go. We can pull the base. We want to delete. So Mary says wingtip thrusters would complete this one. I would say wingtip thrusters and a chin. Yeah, wingtip thrusters and a chin would complete it. All right, where's my daily driver? There we go. That's better. All right. Not bad. That is a good-looking ship, though. That's a good-looking ship. Now, what we can do... Let's see here. Just out of curiosity. I really don't want to claim that ship, but I am curious. So let's see. Yep. Let's go check out the Sentinel multi-tool. Let's go check out the multi-tool for this particular brain quest. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Are you serious? It's like right there.
Incoming storm.
That's funny. It's like right over the mountain. It was right over the mountain. So Jericho says, do you have a limited spots for spaceships, and or what's your best ship in value? If you don't have a capital ship, then you can hold up to 12 Sentinel ships at one time in your inventory. If you own a capital ship, you can put the other 18 in storage. So you can technically have a total of 30. That is if, of course, you have a capital ship. Now, in terms of which ships sell for the most, haulers. Haulers sell for the most money because they can sell for any... I've seen them go for as much as 150 million units in the game. But for quick cash, if you're just starting out in No Man's Sky and you're far enough along to whereas you can hunt for Sentinel ships are the best money maker in No Man's Sky. Because even a C-class base model Sentinel ship will sell for anywhere from 16 to 20 million credits or units, which is really good money for new players.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Okay, we don't need to do the brain quest. We just need to interact with the terminal. So Mary says the roamer exocraft finds the monolith if you have all the radar upgrades. That is true. That's absolutely true. But another really easy way to find monoliths for Korvax systems, that is to simply do what I did. Hunt for a Sentinel ship and use the brain to find the monolith. Okay, so what do we got? It's a B-class shotgun. It's a B-class. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. It's a B-class shotgun. Okay. That's actually pretty good looking. But not really my style, so I guess we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Decline. It is a B-class, though. That's not bad looking.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
We already did that. Okay. Okay. So it would appear once you interact with the terminal, you can't do the brain quest again. I mean, well, you can. But I think it'll point us to the same one. Okay. What just happened? Oh my God. Let's reload. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Let's see if it changes. Let's reload. Because reloading sometimes will change the multi-tool in the terminal. So let's reload and see what happens. You never know. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I think we have time to go find a few more ships. Yeah, we found some pretty good looking ships today. Supercharged slots haven't been that great. But the ships are fire. They're really, really good. Okay. There we go. At this point, it doesn't matter. Let's make a new restore point. At this point, doesn't matter. Okay, and what do we get? No change. No change. So yeah, we'll decline it. All right, let's go grab that Sentinel ship. Which is like right there. Literally right there. It's like right next door. Yeah, we'll take that Radiant Shard. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Because radiant shards are money. Just out of curiosity, what was the scrap here anyway? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's grab this thing and go.
Technology repaired.
All right. So, Ozzy Bob says, Mary, the terminal will only come up once you've complete the autophage quest, autophage mission. Yeah, that's right. You complete the autophage quest. Oh, that's true. Not only, Ozzy Bob, not only did you get void mode, but when you scrap a multi-tool, any multi-tool, you get parts. And you can also get multi-tool expansion slots too. So that's another good reason to scrap the runic multi-tools. That's actually another very good reason. Excuse me. But because I'm kind of maxed out on multi-tools, I didn't want to pick that one up without any way of, you know, scrapping it. Which means we have to go back to the space anomaly to do that. Okay, so we got some time. Let's keep finding some more ships. So we do have that planet cataloged. I'm probably going to go back to that planet at some point and hunt for this ship, because that's a pretty cool looking ship right there. But we do have it cataloged, and no big deal. Yeah, a little disappointed with the supercharged slots, but that's okay. Where's the space station? Where's the space station? Did we lose the space station? There it is. We lost the whole space station. Yeah, don't lose the space station. There we go. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, excuse me, Ozzy Bob is correct. Void mode is currency that's used by the autophage to buy appearance modifiers, and you can actually get exosuit upgrades too. You can actually get certain exosuit upgrades. I don't think I have any on me, by the way. Yeah, I don't, but you can get exosuit upgrades with void mode. Plus, you can buy staff components to build staffs. So Mr. Broat says, I always name my multi-tools scrap when I want to scrap. That makes sense. That makes sense so you don't accidentally scrap the wrong multi-tool. The vast majority of multi-tools I have, I would like to keep, but as with having too many starships, too many multi-tools is not a good thing. So we got too many. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I gotta freaking scrap that starship. Yeah, we gotta go scrap that starship. Hold on. I knew I forgot something. We gotta scrap the starship. Let's go back to the space station. Yeah, because we don't want to keep that ship. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's keep it. We'll keep it. It'll serve as a reminder. It'll serve as a reminder. We gotta go back to that star system to find it. Yeah, too many ships. Save point. Okay, so what else do we have out here? Let's see. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Try to get some more distance this time. You know, what's funny is that anyone that's never played No Man's Sky before would just imagine that all of these little dots are cosmetic. They're not cosmetic. Those are actual star systems that you can visit. There is more than 18.5 quintillion star systems. Or excuse me, planets. That's planets. 18.5 quintillion planets, 11.5 billion different star systems. But I think there's actually more star systems now in No Man's Sky because of the purple star systems. Remember, when Interstellar Multitudes hit, we got the purple star system, so I think that added more. So every one of those little dots can be explored and visited. What's funny, and I just found this out, freaking Elite Dangerous, which also uses procedural generations. So Jericho says, what, 18 million stars you can explore? No, it's 18.5 quintillion. 18.5 quintillion planets in the game. And 11.5 billion, that's billion with a B. 11.5 billion different star systems that you can visit. Yeah, this game is vast. A lot of people don't quite understand exactly how vast No Man's Sky is. There is no way to explore every planet and every star system in this game. It is physically impossible. Even if every player that plays No Man's Sky right now tried it, it would take about 1,000 years. Somebody actually crunched the numbers. So yeah, this game is huge. It's immense. That's what she said. Hey, Streamlabs, go home. Go home, Streamlabs. Go take a break. Take a break, Streamlabs. Go home. Just go home. Shut up, Streamlabs. Okay, so we have an icebound moon. Perfect. Let's go check it out. So Mary says, only open game bigger than No Man's Sky is Minecraft. What's funny is that Elite Dangerous has over 400 billion. 400 billion different star systems in one galaxy. Elite Dangerous is based on the a one-to-one replica of the freaking Milky Way galaxy, of our galaxy. One-to-one replica. There's over 400 billion different systems in that one galaxy for Elite Dangerous. Now, Elite Dangerous is not a better game than No Man's Sky, in my opinion. Elite Dangerous is more about starship management than anything else. So Stax says, will you be streaming tomorrow? Yeah, we'll be doing Grand Theft Auto Online tomorrow as per usual. Yeah, somebody give Streamlabs a hug, please. Somebody please hug Streamlabs. Streamlabs is lonely. Let's go. Yeah, somebody please give Streamlabs a hug. Okay, where's the ship we just picked up? Let's take this one. Might as well fly this around for a little bit until we decide to sell it. Okay, let's go to the space station first. But Jericho says, insane, you could explore for a few lifetimes. It would literally take that long. It would. But that's the power of procedural generation. Where Hello Games was able to take the game engine and make this immense universe, for one thing, so quickly, and another thing, make it so vastly different. Sure, there are a lot of similarities between planets, fauna, starships, etc., but they're all completely different in some way, shape, or form. Brandon Cartwright, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? That's a cyclotron. We don't need to keep that. What do we get out of this anyway? Wiring loom dioxide. Okay, let's, first of all, let's scrap this ship. Because I don't need it. You know what? We'll keep it. We can swap it. If we need to, if we find something better, we can swap it. What do we have for multi-tools? It's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly. And it gets even worse. That's a whole lot of nope. Yeah, we will be streaming Grand Theft Auto Online again tomorrow. We're back to the Court Center heist. Jericho says, with this level of graphics and its support multiplayer, seems to run pretty smooth though. No Man's Sky is not without its bugs and glitches. They do exist. Multiplayer is still pretty janky in No Man's Sky. It ain't perfect, but it does work. When No Man's Sky was first created, when this game was first developed, there was no multiplayer. It was single player only. Multiplayer was added during the No Man's Sky Beyond update, if I'm not mistaken. That's when they added multiplayer. But the fact that they were able to add multiplayer to get to a game that didn't originally have it says a lot more about the development team than it does about the game. We're playing on the Xbox today, and this game looks phenomenal on the Xbox. You should see it on the PC. It looks a whole lot better on PC. And Gamble, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Yeah, we got time for 2 more ships, I think. So this one, and I think we got time for 1 more. If we can get there. Now, one thing about the planets and moons in No Man's Sky is that they're 1-to-1 scale. They are literally 1-to-1 scale. So, this moon, remember, every planet that you see in No Man's Sky, you can visit it. None of this is cosmetic, except for maybe the sun, because you can't actually visit the sun in No Man's Sky. But every planet that you see in this game, you can actually go there and visit. And the moons and planets are all built to scale. I can't see anything. Land this ship. I can't see anything. Okay, so what do we got? Anything good? Okay, it's different. It is different. I mean, it's not bad. It's not really my kind of ship. Okay, so we have a medium Sentinel fighter. It's not bad. It's not bad. Medium Sentinel fighter. With a set of medium and single-bladed wings. TIE fighter style stabilizers. Sky blue. This one is in sky blue. Sky blue and black. Yeah, exactly. Finally, no Elvis. Finally. So this is not bad. A blue TIE fighter. Not bad at all. This is pretty decent. Not really what I would hunt for. I think a set of heavy wings and thrusters on the TIE stabilizers would look better, in my humble opinion. But this is not bad. So, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen if you want this style of Sentinel ship. Let's hop out, take a look at it. But first, give me that. Give me that money. Give me all that money. Give me all the money.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, lady, get rocks. Go kick rocks. Stop calling me. Okay, get rid of that because that's just taking up space. Oh, we can actually sell this and get some money. It's a C class. This one is a C class. So we're not going to hunt for this one, but we will catalog it. Okay, so this C class is located at plus 41.32 and minus 88.22. So if you want it, come get it. And let's take another overhead shot. It's a decent looking ship. It's okay. Not bad. Not bad. I do like the blue on this one. I do like that blue color. So again, if you want this one, come get it. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. Not bad. Okay. All right, next system. And we have time for one more ship, I think. So far today, we haven't found a single ugly ship, which is good. That is a good thing. Okay, we just called up our freighter in the middle of an asteroid field. That makes perfect sense. Captain is kind of upset right now. So Mary says, a few nice ones and a meh. True, true. But we didn't find any ugly ones today, so I suppose that's a good thing. I suppose that's a good thing. Again, I don't so much mind the Mohawk. I don't mind the Mohawk that much. As long as it's got a thruster on it, it's pretty cool. It's okay. Yeah, the Elvis with the pelvis is an absolute no-go for me. That ain't happening. Okay, next system. There we go. Yeah, that first one was kind of a... It was. The orange, yeah, that was kind of... Yeah, one of these days I'll take some time to hunt for some Atlantid multi-tools. Okay, those are 1-star... Up, hold it. Oh, we got an Outlaw Dissident. Perfect. Let's go to it. Outlaw Dissident. Yeah, Ozzy Bob. Yeah, the Mohawks make a blind spot, which, you know, especially if you fly in first person, they can be a bit annoying. Yeah, I was hoping that one day we would have got some sort of customizable Sentinel ship, but unfortunately, I think it's just... There are so many different varieties of Sentinel ship that there's no way to get parts for all of them. So that would be kind of expensive. Tomboy, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Mary says, I fly in third person. I usually only fly in third person. And that's because third person keeps the motion sickness down. All right, what do we got? Show me the money. All right, Stellar Corruption. That is, okay, Stellar Corruption, but it's not, Stellar Corruption, but it's not an anomaly planet. Okay. Airless. Acidic. Parched. Uh-oh. 11 fauna, let's mark it. Poisonous and foaming. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All right, let's go. And Tomboy, thanks for stopping by. How are you today? It's good to see you. All right, let's go to the space station. Check out the multi-tool. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a pretty cool looking ship, but unfortunately we got to scrap it. You know, at some point I'll scrap it. At some point. Ozzy Bob, that is true. Hold on. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Oh, he disappeared. Never mind. Yeah, I thought I saw a crescent-winged solar ship. Yeah, when I'm hunting for a ship or multi-tool and I have the coordinates for that multi-tool, I usually fly in first person to see the actual coordinates. Alright, what does a multi-tool look like? It's ugly. This has been like the day of the ugly multi-tool, man. What is this? Ugh, it's ugly. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Alright. Yeah, Mary, exactly. Exactly. When you get to be our age, speed is irrelevant. Speed is irrelevant. That is absolutely true. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out. Okay, Mr. Brote, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless, man. We'll see you next time. This will be the final ship for today. Got to go do some IRL stuff. And I also have to work on a video for Grand Theft Auto Online tonight. Yeah, too bad. Unfortunately, I got to scrap this ship. It's a decent looking ship, too. I got too many. And every planet that we've been to so far during this stream has absolutely sucked. Okay, so what do we got before we hop out? Oh. Okay, what do we got? Okay. This is a whole lot of nope. Okay, you guys want an ugly ship? There's your ugly ship. Yeah, Mary, exactly. So far tonight, the green one wins. That's like the only one. Okay, so this is a medium Sentinel fighter with a set of clipped wings, wingtip thrusters, single-bladed wings, dorsal and ventral TIE fighter-style stabilizers. It does have a jaw and a chin, but this is a whole lot of next. Yeah, this is no good.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope, we'll pass. Reload. Let's go find one more ship. Let's go find one more ship. Let's do one more. So Ozzy Bob says, I've seen worse. Ozzy Bob, trust me, we've all seen worse. We've all seen worse, but that one was pretty bad. That one is pretty bad. Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope. Guitar Guy 80 says, I've owned worse. Yeah, you know what? I've traded worse. He says, maybe ugly, but it has personality. Yeah, not much of a personality, but it has a personality. Yeah, I've scrapped uglier, trust me. Okay, next system. Yeah, let's get one more. Let's go hunt for one more. That was kind of bad. That was kind of bad. Oh my gosh, that was kind of bad. So, yep. Yeah, we'll hunt for one more. That was a major disappointment. Here we go. Wrong button, buddy. All right, let's try that again. Wrong button, pal. So Mary says, not even tank feet would have saved that ship. Nope, nothing would have saved that ugly ship. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to avoid the 1 stars. You know, to the extent possible, of course. Yeah, I just saw a 2-star Corvax. Hold on. 1-star Gek. Oh! I thought I saw a 3-star Gek. I thought I saw a 3-star. Hold on. I know there's a... Okay, that's a 3-star Corvax, but it's not Dissonant. Son of a blankety blank. 3-star Viking. I thought I saw one. Thought I saw one. Okay, that's 2-star Corvax. 2-star Viking. All right, let's go to this one. Jonathan Prince, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, says. Sorry I haven't been able to make it. I've been sick, can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're feeling better soon, man. Get well soon. Get well soon. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Hope you get better soon, man. Snippets, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. He says, so even though this is not GTA and I don't play No Man's Sky, can I stay and watch? Man, you're welcome here anytime, brother. You're welcome here anytime. And it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're actually about to wrap up. We're getting really close to the wrapping up point. So we're essentially hunting for ugly Sentinel ships. Yeah, we're hunting for ugly ships today. And usually the reverse psychology works, so when we find an ugly ship or hunt for an ugly ship, we find a good-looking ship. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is a 2-star Corvax, so let's see what we got. Nuclear, decaying, bountiful, airless. Another frozen freaking planet? What is with these frozen planets? What's with the frozen planets, dude? All right, let's go to the space station, check out the multi-tool. And see what we got. Maybe we got some good stuff. Okay. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 says, watching me play got him addicted. This, you know what got me addicted to No Man's Sky? Watching Jason Plays. I saw Jason Plays video for the first time, and that's what got me hooked on No Man's Sky. Jericho says, yeah, I may have to download this on my Xbox or PlayStation 5. Yeah, No Man's Sky is on all platforms. It's on all platforms. You can even get it on the Switch and Switch 2. So yeah, you can totally get this game. Now that being said, Mary says Jason got William playing too. Jason Plays is a really cool, down-to-earth kind of guy. He's a really cool, down-to-earth guy. Really cool content creator. He used to do radio as his original career. He used to work in radio, which means he's got that radio voice. He's got radio charisma. He's just got that kind of persona about him. He's just a really cool, kind of a down-to-earth guy. Okay, so what do we got? It's ugly. Oh, this was like the day of the ugly multi-tool. What is going on here, man? Day of the ugly multi-tool. Oh, it gets worse. They get worse. So Mary says, yeah, he does have a radio voice. Yeah, he used to do radio before leaving radio and becoming a content creator. He used to work in corporate radio. That's what he did. So yeah, he's got the voice for it. Yeah, those... What's that? Leeloo Dallas multipad. Yeah, Leeloo Dallas. I miss that movie, man. I miss The Fifth Element. If I can, I swear, if I can find The Fifth Element on DVD or Blu-ray, I'm buying it. I absolutely love that movie. Fifth Element, that movie was amazing. Chris Tucker made that movie. He made that movie. Bruce Willis was good. Chris Tucker made that movie. I love that movie. The Fifth Element was an amazing movie. As soon as I find it, I'm buying it. As soon as I get it on Blu-ray or DVD, I'm definitely going to buy it. Okay, let's go. Absolutely love that movie, man. So Sniffet says, I miss Bruce Willis. You know, Bruce Willis's story is kind of sad. You know, I mean, Bruce Willis is still alive. He's still with us. He's just going through dementia right now. He's suffering dementia. But, he's still with us. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ozzy Bob says it's a must. Fifth Element is an easy find. All this. It is. It's an easy find. The problem, of course, is with me being here in Japan, it's kind of hard to find it. So if I want the movie on physical disc, I got to order it from the States, from like Amazon in the States, which is what I'll probably do. Yeah, Sniffets, I know. It is really sad. It's really sad. But Bruce Willis is resting peacefully. He is. Should I say he's living peacefully? Yeah, Jericho, exactly. He's not there yet, so he's living peacefully right now. He is. What's unfortunate is that Bruce Willis is not that old. In terms of his age, he's not that old, so. Okay, so what do we got? Another frozen freaking planet. How far is this thing away? Okay, it's like right over this hill. And down in the valley. Ooh, we got a heavy. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. I think we got something here. Hold on. Hold on. We got a heavy. And I think it's a heavy X-Wing. Oh, no. No. Oh, man. This would have been perfect. This would have been perfect. So this is, if you guys don't know, this is a heavy Sentinel fighter with dorsal and ventral articulating stabilizers. The stabilizers on this ship articulate. They actually move. So this is technically an X-Wing. This is an X-Wing heavy fighter, but it's got a set of clipped wings on it, and those are horrendous. Those are absolutely terrible. Yeah, Mary, it's a big X-Wing. Yeah, it's got double-bladed wings on it, but it needs... If this thing had a set of full wings on it, it would have been perfect. It would have been absolutely perfect. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a whole lot of nope. That's a whole lot of nope. No, thank you. What a shame, too. Wow, that's unfortunate. All right, well, reload. That's unfortunate. So, Mary says she would hunt this one. Really? Yeah, I'm out. I can't do it. Because what ruins the ship for me, what ruined that ship for me are the double-bladed wings. If it had a full set of heavy wings on it, with double-bladed wings, that would have been different. That would have been remarkably different. It would have been a better-looking ship. But the bat wings on a big ship like that don't look right. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it here. Let's call it here. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here today. This was a fun live stream. We got a chance to see some more player bases. We found some pretty decent looking ships. Unfortunately, the supercharged slots weren't that great. So we'll have to try that again at some point. But we'll be streaming some more No Man's Sky. Probably not this week, but we'll do it again next Monday as per schedule. Tomorrow is Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. We're back into the Court Center heist. We'll be heisting again tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see you guys there for that. If you haven't done so, please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the other members of the Odd Fam. That's Guitar Guy 80, Buckle Up, Let's Go, The Joker, Serious Joker, Sniffits, Cody the Security Bear, Dan Red, Cellcraft, all the other members of the Odd Fam out there. Make sure you subscribe to them and show them some love as well. And with all of that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman 105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel, and I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Everybody, please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So everybody, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out, and I will see you all tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Have a good day.